When it comes to the natural treasures our world has to offer, there aren't many locations that can compare to Yellowstone National Park. Both tourists and researchers have been captivated by this region's expansive wildness, spectacular geothermal features, and rich history for a very long time. However, new statements that have been ascribed to Tucker Carlson have sent shockwaves across the media. These claims assert that Yellowstone National Park has unexpectedly shut down, and that the risk of an unexpected eruption has skyrocketed by a startling 320%. These shocking assertions will definitely elicit inquiries and pique the viewer's interest. Are they supported by credible scientific facts, or have they been sensationalized for the purpose of attracting more people's attention? In this video, we go on a fascinating journey through the geologic wonders of Yellowstone. Along the way, we'll investigate the rise in the number of eruptions that have occurred at Yellowstone over the years, evaluate the supposed shutdown, and discover the truth behind the claims. Yellowstone's volcanic heritage. A legacy of eruptions is the topic of the first section. A supervolcano with a tumultuous past may be found within Yellowstone National Park, which is located in the middle of the Rocky Mountains. Yellowstone National Park is a wonderful geological resource. The restless earth has been shaping this region for millions of years, leaving behind evidence of catastrophic volcanic eruptions that have molded the awe-inspiring landscapes that we marvel at today. These eruptions have left traces of lava flows, rock formations, and other geological features. Exploring Yellowstone's eruption record is the topic of Section 2. In order for us to have any hope of comprehending the volcanism that occurs within Yellowstone, we need to investigate its eruption history. The park has been the scene of a number of volcanic eruptions over the course of history, each of which was of a direct magnitude and level of intensity. Scientists have put together a history of Yellowstone's turbulent past by analyzing the geological evidence and studying the remnants of prior eruptions. This has allowed them to create a timeline of Yellowstone's volcanic activity. Misinformation about the purported shutdown is addressed in Section 3, which is presented here. There have been reports that Yellowstone National Park was abruptly closed. These reports need to be investigated further. There is no solid evidence to support the notion of a complete shutdown directly linked to an impending volcanic eruption. However, temporary closures may occur within the park owing to variables such as weather, fire threats, or infrastructure maintenance. These types of closures may occur at any time. It's essential to make a distinction between information that is supported by science and assertions that are intended to frighten. Understanding Yellowstone's volcanic activity is the topic of the next section. The volcanic activity that occurs in Yellowstone National Park is an intriguing topic that covers the study of magmatic systems, geothermal features, and the dynamics of underground magma chambers. The park is located on top of a hotspot, which is an area where molten rock erupts from deep beneath the Earth's mantle. This phenomenon is responsible for the geothermal wonders and periodic eruptions that have sculpted the surrounding area. Part 5. An analysis of the reported 320% increase in the danger of eruptions. The purported rise in the likelihood of eruptions by 320% calls for a thorough investigation. The geological mechanisms that lie behind volcanic activity are notoriously complicated and frequently display long-term cycles of activity and inactivity. Minor shifts in the level of volcanic activity are possible, but assertions of a sudden and significant increase in the likelihood of an eruption need to be scrutinized carefully and evaluated in the light of relevant scientific facts. Myths and realities of Yellowstone's supervolcano will be discussed next. The supervolcano that can be found in Yellowstone, distinguished by its vast caldera, has sparked both fascination and misconceptions. It is imperative that common misconceptions about supervolcanoes, such as the widespread perception that these volcanoes are like ticking time bombs poised on the brink of catastrophic eruptions, be dispelled. To get to the bottom of what makes Yellowstone's supervolcano tick, one needs to use a sophisticated approach that's grounded in study and analysis from the scientific community. The continuous monitoring of Yellowstone's volcanic activity is an essential component of both scientific inquiry and the protection of the general population. Within the park, seismic activity, ground deformation, and gas emissions are continuously monitored by a network of devices that include seismometers, gas monitors, and GPS receivers. By keeping a close eye on the area, scientists are able to spot any changes that would point to the presence of possible volcanic activity, which provides crucial data for the evaluation of risks. The protection of the public continues to take precedence in regions with volcanic activity. There is a concerted effort being made to guarantee the safety of visitors and to inform them of any potential dangers that may be related with volcanic hazards. Authorities do their best to protect both the natural wonders and the health and safety of park visitors. Inappropriate levels of anxiety and terror can be stoked by spreading false information and making exaggerated claims. In order to dispel misconceptions and advance public comprehension, relying on scientific knowledge and practicing responsible science communication are both absolutely necessary. The dissemination of accurate information, the encouragement of analytical thought, and the debunking of myths regarding natural occurrences like volcanic activity are all very important roles played by scientists, journalists, and educators. Yellowstone National Park, with its bewitching geothermal characteristics and entrancing landscapes, beckons us to discover the wondrous things that our dynamic planet has to offer. In spite of the fact that reports of a sudden shutdown and an elevated danger of eruption may at first excite our attention, the volcanic activity at Yellowstone occurs in long-term cycles, and there is no evidence to support the assertion that there has been an increase in risk. We're able to appreciate the beauty and marvels of this magnificent park while also accepting the scientific truths that affect our understanding of the volcanic activity that occurs there because of responsible reporting and honest scientific communication. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. And remember to subscribe to our channel so you'll be the first to know when we upload new videos.